Hi, I'm Andy Temte, and welcome to the Saturday Morning Muse. Start your weekend with me by exploring topics that span leadership, business management, education, and other musings designed to support your journey of personal and professional continuous improvement. Today is November the 9th, 2024. I talk a lot about skills and skill development in this forum, and also on my other show, the Balancing Act podcast. One of the most impactful skills to career success and achieving personal economic success is critical thinking. Since I talk about this skill frequently, I get asked fairly often how an individual can improve this skill. So today, I'm going to provide listeners with one tool to improve critical thinking. But before we get started, a word of caution. Improvements in critical thinking seldom happen overnight. Critical thinking skills are developed over years, and maintaining the skill takes real effort. Critical thinking skills can atrophy quickly if we abandon or reduce our commitment to continuous improvement and lifelong learning. It is so easy to get lulled into the status quo, and it's even easier to adopt a fixed, unyielding mindset. So, let's start with the definition. What is critical thinking? According to Oxford dictionaries, critical thinking is the objective analysis and evaluation of an issue in order to form a judgment. Now, I found a longer definition which is really impactful that I'd like to read to you. It is from the Foundation for Critical Thinking, and they have an awesome website that I recommend that you visit. So, here's the longer definition. Critical thinking is self-guided, self-disciplined thinking, which attempts to reason at the highest level of quality in a fair-minded way. People who think critically consistently attempt to live rationally, reasonably, and empathetically. They are keenly aware of the inherently flawed nature of human thinking when left unchecked. They strive to diminish the power of their egocentric, their selves, and their sociocentric, the pressure from outside. They seek to diminish the power of those tendencies. They realize that no matter how skilled they are as thinkers, they can always improve their reasoning abilities, and they will, at times, fall prey to mistakes in reasoning, human irrationality, prejudices, biases, distortions, self-interest, and vested interest. They strive to improve the world in whatever ways they can and contribute to a more rational, civilized society. They avoid thinking simplistically about complicated issues and strive to appropriately consider the rights and needs of others. They recognize the complexities in developing as thinkers and commit themselves to a lifelong practice towards self-improvement. They embody the Socratic principle. The unexamined life is not worth living because they realize that many unexamined lives together result in an uncritical, unjust, and dangerous world. This longer definition was written by Linda Elder in September of 2007. Again, the website where this comes from is the Foundation for Critical Thinking. Now, there's a lot to unpack in that longer definition, and its breadth and depth punches the point that critical thinking is a multifaceted skill that relies on many sub-skills and takes years to hone. As a result, many people are turned off by the concept and convince themselves that they just can't do it. But this is why critical thinking is so important. Since A, an individual's life experience is defined by the decisions they make over time, and B, critical thinking is a necessary condition for making better decisions, If an individual wants to then C, live a rich, meaningful life and achieve economic and professional success, then it follows that D, it is essential to build critical thinking skills so that they can make more good decisions than bad. Put differently, if an individual wants to be successful by whatever definition of success matters to them, the path to success depends on investing in critical thinking and decision-making skills. And one is a precondition for the other. Critical thinking is a precondition for good decision-making. So, back to the start of the Muse. What's today's tip to get started honing your critical thinking skills? The tip is to listen. To be very blunt, stop talking so much. And when you're not talking, stop trying to come up with something to say that will show how smart you are. Instead, quiet the mind and open the ears to truly listen to what's being said and to evaluate the nonverbal cues that are all around you. So that's where we're going to leave it today. We're going to continue the conversation about critical thinking over the next episode or so and work to make the concept more approachable for more folks. For now, your homework is to exercise your lips and your jaw by closing them while others are speaking. And yes, today's lesson is indeed that simple. Talk less, listen more. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. This is the Saturday Morning Muse. My name is Andy Tempte. You can find us on all the major streaming services. Please like, subscribe, rate, and most importantly, share this public good with your friends and your colleagues. The show is produced by Nicholas Tempte, and we'll see you next time on the Saturday Morning Muse.